Hey there, guys. Right off the bat, let's get this out of the way. Yes, Blitz ASMR is no more. We are now Blitz JT. What is Blitz JT? Well, Blitz JT is going to now just be whatever I want it to be. Whatever outlet, whatever creative endeavor that I would like to do, you'll see. We'll still do ASMR videos with unboxings, but I will make sure I put a little tag that's so you know that it's going to be a ASMR video. And also just, yeah, I've been wanting to rebrand for a while because there's a lot of artists on this platform that have a very similar name to me, and I just wanted something that stands out and is my own. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So today we got Rob Van Dam. A Rob Van Dam in an attire that I have wanted since I was a little kid. Let me tell you something. When I was a little kid, Rob Van Dam was probably one of the coolest people in the WWE, apart from John Cena, of course, though you definitely have some discourse on the schoolyard about that. But that being said, John Cena versus Rob Van Dam at One Night Stand was iconic. But was even more iconic than that was this attire in this red singlet Rob Van Dam when he became Mr. Money in the Bank. And man, I have wanted this figure for a long time, especially because of the fact that they released this figure in the Jax age. In the Jax age, he was a deluxe aggression figure, and I don't know if he came with the Money in the Bank, but he might have. And if I remember at that time, it was when they had the exploding gimmick Money in the Bank contract, which was a silly thing, but also pretty fun, especially as a child. But here we have him in his glory. And this is part of the WWE Legends Series 29. Got a nice shot of the dude Rob Van Dam there. This is probably, I want to say, peak Rob Van Dam. This is 2006, if I was to guess. If I was to remember, actually. Yeah. Here we go. WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, ECW Champion. Rob Van Dam walked into the WrestleMania 22 Money in the Bank match ready to prove why he's the whole damn show. At the end of a match filled with non-stop carnage, Rob Van Dam scaled the ladder and retrieved the briefcase. It was one of the coolest moments of his career because everything is cool when you're Rob Van Dam. And here we got the rest of the figures in the set. I'll just lift that for you. There you go. You got Rob Van Dam, British Bulldog, Kurt Hennig, Bobby the Brain Heenan, one of the best managers ever. Definitely want to pick up his figure. Guys, I've also picked up the Kurt Hennig. I'm going to call him Mr. Perfect for me just because I've always wanted a Mr. Perfect figure, and there we got him. So, if you guys want to see that video, drop it in the comment section, and we will do that for you. But, yeah, really cool. One of the things I like right off the bat is the fact that he comes with an interchangeable hairpiece, and we will get to why they gave you that. Maybe we'll do a little pose with it so you guys can really see the effect that they're going for with that extra piece. But I'm going to shut up. Let's open them up. As per usual, knife. Cut there. Cut right there. And boom. Bob's your uncle. Or in this case, he's my father. Yeah, there you go. Cut that like shit. Yeah, that's much better. Alright. Now, one of the things about this figure that is very unique and is very special about it is he's actually only available online. And man, when they announced this figure was only online only, as soon as my Target said, hey, we got it, I immediately jumped on it. I had to. Unfortunately, it doesn't. No. It is. Okay, this is a separate piece. You do get a nice little insert that goes into the box. I'll drop that down. Yeah. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to take that out. This briefcase. Really cool. Of course, signature hands, standard with a Rob Van Dam figure, and there it goes. And ooh, there we go. Got him out. Legs are good, joints are good. Wow! I would insert that happy sound effect. Wow! I'll do it for you. Yeah. This is looking dope. Alright, let's look at it. I mean, would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? Would you just look at this Rob Van Dam, guys? Truly incredible. I mean, man, the figure photography that you could do with this is by far, like, the absolute best. I mean, just everything pops. It's, as the Major Wrestling Figure podcasts like to say, it's incredibly toyetic, guys. He's always been toyetic, too. Let's take a look at the back, actually, because I don't think you guys have seen this, but he's got his nice... Oh, he doesn't want to stand. Stand, bitch. Stand. 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 There we go. Nice one-of-a-kind there on the back. Correct me if I'm wrong, but around this point, is this when Rob Van Dam had that Fury of the Storm theme song as opposed to One-of-a-Kind by Breaking Point? I think it was on, oh my god, what was that album? Wrestling Intent, I think it was called. Kick-ass album, by the way, back in the day. But, I mean, look at this, guys. Like, really just... Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? Just take a look at it. If you understand that reference, then you understand me. I know what you're thinking. That looks really silly, right? Well, check this shit out. As you can see, they give you this accessory so that you could get him soaring through the air onto his opponent, like so. It's really cool. However, the one thing I do wish they provided was I do wish that they provided a bit of a yelling head sculpt or something to really sell the effect. Instead, he has this he has this smirk, but you know, it'll do. But yeah, so of course, guys, no Rob Van Dam figure is complete without his signature posing hands, so that you could Rob Van Dam. I remember back in the old Jax days, they actually did sell Rob Van Dam figures where he had the posing hands. However, the only thing is there was no such thing as interchangeable hands, which meant that you were stuck with Rob Van Dam hands, which meant that you looked silly as a kid punching like this. You had your figures. Just thumbing people, or thumbing to the eye, I guess. But yeah, one of my favorite things about Rob Van Dam was Rob Van Dam used to do the kick, like so. Hold up, let me try to get that again. Dam used to do the kick. He used to like so. Yeah. You see what I mean, though? Like, you see how silly that looked? Him doing his moves, and he only has the Rob Van Dam posing hands. Man, we've come such a long way from that. I'm proud to be a collector today, truly. I think that the figures that we are getting today are just by far, like, the absolute greatest, and I don't know how much better they can get. The only way that I think that we could top those figures, or these figures, I meant to say, is if we give ourselves, much like the finishing moves, which did actually include this type of hair, and I want to say, maybe someone can correct me, but didn't that have a cloth goods singlet? I might be wrong, I might be remembering that incorrectly, but yeah. Alright, let's get down to his other accessories. probably one of the most important accessories that we do have, which helps complete this look of this era of Rob Van Dam, is the Mr. Money in the Bank briefcase. And boy, did they not disappoint on how this looks. It is incredibly accurate, and it's just so well made. I mean, you got the RVD on the back, much like he had, and just the overall attention to detail that they have provided on this is truly incredible. And I've dropped it. But what's really nice is it opens up. So if you wanted to, make yourself a little contract with some post-it note or piece of paper or whatever you want to do, you got the ability to do that. The only accessory that is missing from this, which you could get if you got the Ultimate Edition, was the WWE Championship to go along with it. But for purposes like that, I'm glad I own at least 2 of them. So let's go get one. See what I mean? This would have completed the set. If he came with the WWE Championship, this would have been truly a top tier thing to include. But hey, at least we got that extra hair piece, so that we can do him diving, which is awesome. I think that's all that's left to do is just let's get into his articulation, because man, I think we can say that the QC issues in terms of articulation might be far behind us now. In terms of articulation, rotate his head, pull it around. However, I will say that the hair does get in the way, so if you're going to do that, be careful. As you can see, it just plugs in there. Up and down, up for a side, around, rotate his bicep. And there, and the wrist, ab crunch. Amazing articulation there, like that. Bend at the knees. They are using the old knee pads, unfortunately. I really hope we retire those, because those suck. Bend that far. Rotate his thigh. That is Rob Van Dam's articulation. Now all that's left to do is to take it on home. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you, and I hope you guys stay tuned to more content on BlitzJT. This is BlitzJT saying deuces.